Good morning, everybody. My name is Jody. My husband David John and I have a small farm in the panhandle of North Idaho. These are our stories and adventures. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And let me show you some of the chaotic baby mess I've got going on my fowl farm. I purchased an incubator. Show you that first. So I purchased this incubator, and the reason I have the blanket on it is because it is warm, and I do have the fan on the window, and it was dropping down in temp a little bit. But I purchased this to brood, to hatch out the Russian Orloffs next year and baby turkeys. But I have in it, right now, I've got 5 turkey eggs and some more chicken eggs. The funniest thing, when I collected the chicken eggs, I just went out and randomly picked blue eggs, just because when I go to get rid of these baby chicks, they're from a blue egg laying hen, so the genetics for blue eggs are still going to be there. Well, today is Wednesday, and on last Saturday I get a text from David John going that I have babies in the incubator that had hatched out. They're not due until next Saturday. So gave him a quick crash course on how to take this apart and get the babies, get everything set up so they'd be fine till I got home from work. And then yesterday I came in and checked, and another one had hatched. So I'm going to show you these 3 little cutie pies, and then we'll go up and I'll show you the brooder that they're going to go in. And no, it's not intended for them. It's intended for the goslings when we get the goslings next week, because we want them to be really hands on them, just lots of human attention so they stay nice. But let's check out Frick, Frack, and Ball is what I've named them. So down in here in this box that they've been in, you've got, this is the last one that hatched. Named him Ball, kind of like Snowball. And then you got Frick, right? Yeah. And then Frack. David John's like, we're not having baby chicks in the house anymore, right? And I'm like, no, we've got the brooder up there. Well, show you that for the most part the babies have moved out of it, but I think the baby chickens are still using it at night, so can't put these guys in there. So let's get these guys out into their new house. So we're going to be having this brooder up here in the seed shed, since pretty much all that's left in here is the peppers, and it's almost warm enough once I get everything else planted that will get the peppers planted. But let's get these 3 little guys in their new brooder, and I'll show you what I did to create it. You guys gonna figure out how to jump out? So in here I've got their water dish and a 2x4 to help them get up. I've got their hover brooder, and then I've got this crate for their grain, and the pen itself. And the pen is Kiesel. When he was a puppy, we had one of the upright outdoor metal dog kennels for him, and just reusing these 4 parts of the panels to create this brooder, so it's a little more heavy duty than a plastic PVC one, which is the playpen. But I went through and did the bird netting on it. The main layer is on the inside to keep them safe, and I added the plastic to keep the shavings and everything in. But should be enough room for the 5 goslings until they're old enough to go out with the rest of the flock. These guys don't know what to do after living in a box for a couple days. But show them where their water dish is and then move on. Come here, Frack. There you guys go. And then you got food over here. Yeah. It's been a little bit since we've been up here in the barnyard checking on the babies. Since we were up here last, I have had 3 of the Muscovy hens hatch out. 2 of them were within 12 hours of each other, so the baby ducks have kind of bonded together and the 2 moms have to share them. We have lost Champagne. Could never get his bumblefoot under control, and unfortunately he did pass from it. And then the mama of the first batch of ducklings, it was so sad, and at the same time one of the sweetest things I think I have ever seen on the farm. She passed. She was underneath the composter. Amelia, my mule Muscovy, was all snuggled up with her, and all of her babies were right there, right around her. When I got home, Amelia is trying to wake her up like, "Mom's here, you need to get up, you need to get moving." Not sure why she passed. It was very sad, but it was sweet to see all of her children were there with her. So, but where there's life, there's death, and from death comes new life. So let's go around and check on all these babies, and I need to refill their water dishes. So right there underneath the composter is the mom that had the 7. And there's a couple of the Russian Orloffs and the part of the Mad Baby Duck group. There's a shot of Professor. There's some more of the oldest batch of ducklings. More Russian Orloffs. And then over here is the 2 mamas that share the, I think there's like 14, 15 of them that they share. And before she goes back on her nest, the little mama that we call the woodpile mama, because she was the one there. She had 8 little ones, 5 black and whites, and 4, yeah, 4. And then I've got a couple Orloffs digging over there. And I did wind up reopening this gate so everyone has access to in here, because the 2 mamas that are sharing the babies would come in here at night because this is their home. And then the moms couldn't get in, and my duck chicken, she was, when we left the gate open, she was coming in and digging in the asparagus pots. So I just put the green fencing to protect them. But got a batch of the Orloffs over there. And Snow and a couple girls. But it is so much baby time. So there's my herd of big ones. And they're starting to get feathered out. This morning when I came out, at like 6 o'clock this morning, they were all out here on the ground, so I don't even think they're going back into the brooder. I have to come up and see if the baby chicks are using the brooder or not, to see if I just need to turn the light off, close the door, totally gunge it out for the next round that needs to go in there. But Papa John Snow, my white Muscovy Drake, he did pass on a couple white babies. So I got a white one there and a white one there. But my little silky hen, who I'd stuffed like 5 turkey eggs underneath, hopefully hoping she'd hatch out some turkeys, didn't hatch out a turkey, but she did get herself a baby this year. And not even sure what kind of mix it is. Go over here so that it's not through the fence. But she's got a little black and white one. Which is all she ever wants, is just one baby. But I think that catches us up on all the babies. The 3 in the seed shed, checked on them. They seem to be doing good. I've seen all but Ball drinking water, so I'm going to have to go grab him again, dunk his beak in the water, make sure that he or she is getting plenty of water. But I need to go around and fill all these water trays for all these babies. Gotta love spring on a poultry farm. Definitely falls under feast and famine. So all I've got left to hatch in the one pen is the black and white one that's underneath the lean-to on the shed that Valkyrie's in, and Valkyrie. And since most of the eggs that are underneath the Valkyrie came from that hen, they should both be popping at the same time. So that should prove really interesting, because I know Valkyrie is not going to want to do shared parenting. And yes, the babies do go through the fence and go out in the garden chasing bugs, stressing moms out. But just the difference of a month. Got these guys almost completely feathered out, and then just little fluff balls. Well, this is where I'm going to end today's video. I hope you have a good day and a good week, and we'll see you on the next one for the next adventure of Moose Flats Farm. Watching all these babies grow up. Right, Mustachio? Let's gonna go see what John's doing. Bye for now.